Come on in, come on. Hey. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Real quick. Real quick. Because I plan to. But we'll see. If not today, tomorrow. Do a live. For going in further on this topic. And come on in, come on in. Okay, so YouTube doesn't want to share my video. I forgot. You don't know anything about slavery. I want to say have me on punishment, but that's been a permanent thing. They have, I don't know, have me on a deeper punishment. Yeah, so I'll share it myself. But I thought you guys would come in really quickly to give your opinions. And white people will ever see. Who has the privilege in that situation? Again, in that situation, the word privilege goes out the window. He worked hard. Tell me what you think, baby. Tell me what you think. That's what he worked for. So I don't use the word privilege when people are successful. I use words like hard work and dedication. Greetings to whomever is here. So what is your opinion? Give me a second. I'm going to share this out. I won't be here long. I do plan on coming back and doing a longer video on this topic. Don't know if it'll be tonight. Got a lot of work to do. Guys, hit the like, share the video. Tell me your thoughts, because a lot of you guys are chit-chattering on social media, right? You are. And, you know, a lot of people are picking on Wilder. I like those shades he has on. They're really nice. I like the color. I like the shape. They look like Versace. So, nobody's going to say anything. Y'all saying a lot online. You're even saying stuff in my comment section, correct? It's kind of weird how you guys are taking this as a laughing matter. You know, you want to pick on him and you want to say that, you know, ha ha ha, it's silly that he's saying that. He's still saying that years later. He's delusional. He's this, he's that. You want to pick on the way the guy is talking and formulating his words. We can go over his educational history. We can talk about the fact that he entered boxing as a 20-year-old who was already playing other sports, including what? Football, or that was his brother? He was doing basketball. He was doing something. But he was a father whose daughter needed support. Because what? The mom left, but either way, he still needs to support his child, right? So he tried various amount of things. None of them included things that will land him in prison. No, he didn't go there. He instead ended up getting into something that, you know, he was quite qualified to do because he's a heavy hitter. He's a heavy hitter. He got into boxing. All right, he got into boxing, and that turned out to be great for him. He had a good career in boxing. He still has, because he's still in it. And he was able to support his daughter, who was born with spina bifida. Shout out to Deontay Willer for that. Hi, y'all. Greetings to everyone in the chat. If you would like a shout out, please do. Moderator has it right there. That's my preferred donation site, and I do need the help. Okay, I do need the help. All right, I have links that will be in the description, and they will also be pinned in the comment section, so you can go and you can check out my story, which is separate from what we're talking about. But I do need your help. I do need your donations. But at the same time, Deontay, he was not going to abandon his daughter. And, you know, having a motivation such as needing to take care of your children will definitely help you in the sport. Now, people talk about his skills, and they say he didn't really develop good boxing skills, but you know, it still worked out pretty good for him. It did, right? But that would come into question when we're talking about this trilogy with him and Fury. Now, I remember when they had the trilogy, all of us boxing lovers do. And I wasn't going to speak on this subject because, you know, it's kind of heavy to be accusing someone of cheating in a professional sport. Cheating, period, is not cool. But in your professional, you know, in your profession, that's a serious accusation. And it's not to say whether or not I believed it or not. However, it didn't seem like he took it there. It didn't seem like he took it to the Federation. It didn't seem like he made it a legal thing and he pressed any formal charges, had it formally investigated. I'm not sure why. I'm still trying to find the answers for that. It seemed like he's not. He's saying what he wants to say so far, right? And he's talking about doing a documentary. We're going to talk about that in a second. But he's talking about doing a documentary, and I guess he's going to give more information then. And that will answer for some of us why he didn't press for it to be investigated. But I do have some theories on why that may or may not have happened. And I'm going to get into more detail when I have time, when I do my live. But it's just things that you guys are mocking him for and trying to find funny. It's so revealing to me. It just makes it all so obvious that, first of all, how many lies did this man tell, Deontay Wilder? How many lies did he tell? Not very many. Not very many. He was mocked even by Anthony Joshua, who, cool, he knocked out Funny Face, you know, broke his jaw and all that. Cool. That's boxing. That's what we want to see, right? And plus, a lot of people wanted to see that happen to him. But, you know, I don't really respect people for fighting him because dude is just, he disrespects boxing in the men's category, in my opinion. And, you know, he's doing great things for the women boxers. We can't take that away because nobody else stepped up to the plate. He's done it. They're happy. And we'll see where it goes. But I like the fact that he is taking up the women in boxing. And so far, nobody's complaining. Shout out to anybody who will support women, period. But especially in sports, especially something that's kind of like a male, looked at as a male-dominated sport. So shout out to him. But Anthony Joshua, I don't know. I just hope that he and Wilder doesn't end up fighting because I think Wilder is past. Okay, I don't think he ever should have fought Joshua because he never really. Boxing is more than just hitting. Foreman was a heavy hitter, but Foreman had form. He had skill. He had, you know, other things about him that boxers need to have. And for some reason, Wilder didn't put the effort in obtaining those things. And that's a whole nother conversation, right? Down another rabbit hole. But his career worked out for him so good so far until that trilogy. That trilogy. Some decisions this man has made, people question. I question. But we have to keep in mind something. He's a boxer. He's a boxer. Regardless of how long he's been doing it versus most long-term boxing careers, that man is a boxer. And I believe he even stated this publicly before, but all of us should know that you must protect your organs and you must protect your head. You're not supposed to let nobody hit you in the head. No, no, no. People talk about the Super Bowl being rigged. Crazy, y'all still trying to watch that. But I, I if I was a huge fan of watching football, I wouldn't really be mad at that, because every given Sunday, man, because we know the long history, the true history. It's not just a movie. The movie was based on what it really is. We know the history of combat sports. We know the history of football and what happens to these men over time, from busting into each other, busting up their heads, flipping over. They could get paralyzed instantly. But they usually end up in pain for the rest of their lives. They usually end up, a lot of them, with CTE, some of them. I was going to do a series, and I just might still. I would love to, about football players who turn out to be criminals, and a lot of those times due to head injuries, right? Yeah, we've seen plenty of them. I don't care if it's high school, all the way up, drop, just drop on the field from the heart or the head or something like that. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. So y'all can. It's like you finding out Santa Claus really isn't real. I mean, any sport with money, it's you just not finding out. That's all. You know, humanity, in my opinion, is kind of slow, and y'all should have been known that. Just like with basketball, everything else. I mean, if there's huge money involved, yes, the people who can are going to do exactly what all the people who can do: manipulate the system to work in their favor for greed. They don't care about the people. For greed, it was always entertainment, and as long as you are happy and entertained, and it's very easy with something like football, because you don't care, you just show up and you just like, you really be into it, like your feelings be all into it, you know. But for them, it's about that money. But do we want to really see the players get bum rushed and bust into, and you know, just knocked out, head injuries and all that, CTE, shit like that, end up retiring with not enough money for all that at the end of the day? And they gotta support the lifestyle that they've created because of that, so that money don't go too far, and just so you can watch them get knocked around and stuff. I mean, y'all say dude just he fell over. Look, the light was flashing and they didn't really tackle him. I mean, you want to see him get bummed. Hey, you've been watching football for a long time. You've been watching that happen for a long time. You cool? Is you cool? Ho, is you cool? Do you know what is? I have huge boys. I know them all over the place, but I have huge boys, right? And I am so thankful they didn't really get into football. The oldest one kind of, sort of, but not really. He's a very good baller though. Basketball, oh, he's very good. But my youngest, he's the biggest, and he did not want, because first thing they say, oh yeah, you gonna be a linebacker, oh, you gonna play football. No, he didn't want to. He didn't want to do that, and I loved it from the start. Okay, loved it from the start, because I would not be one of those moms happy with him spoiling me, and knowing that he's taking hits like that. That's crazy. Y'all mad because they're not taking real hits like that no more. Like you don't care about the repercussions. I mean, it was always rigged. And we dealing with a different era now, so they ain't built like that anyway. But same thing with Wilder. It's a combat sport, it's boxing, and they're really hitting each other in the ring. Fight after fight after fight, years after years. Why do you gotta protect your head again? Oh, because the brain is in there. the brain. You know how you can fall and get a contusion or concussion? It affects the way you think, the way you talk, the way you walk, all that, because the brain, that's the central command center, right? The brain. So let's say maybe some educational, delays there, and maybe some getting banged up in boxing caused him to say stuff like documentary or whatever he said it. But that hoo 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 ha ha ha, that's funny. And that's all y'all got. That's all y'all reposted. See, to me, that is very, very telling. Anthony Joshua marking him about he talked about our people. How y'all mock him, everybody on the internet, when he talks about dark skins. Now, I don't have the same gripe to the same level as he does, or Dochi, when it comes to what dark skins have gone through. I just think we as a people, as a whole, whether some of us want to realize it or acknowledge it or not, we are treated very unfairly. When people say, why are you bringing race? That's what they keep saying to him right now about this, because he does not fail to mention race. And how can he not? How can he not? Because he is dark skinned. I listen to this man. I don't think a lot of y'all are listening to this man, but I listen to him not only because he's a brother, I'm a sister, it's because our skin complexion is pretty doggone close. So, although I can't distinctively remember noticing being treated away, probably just because I'm dark skinned or darker skinned, as I know a lot of dark skinned people can vividly tell you that they have and probably still do get treated a certain way because they're dark skinned. But I'm pretty sure the underlying tones were there. It just wasn't as noticeable or whatnot. But I know that there is a difference in our lives because of who we are. We have been stamped permanently to be treated a certain way and disadvantaged a certain way because of who we are. And that is never, ever, 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 ever going to change. People say, why you bring race into it? Race is a part of every Jambaraska ting, man. Everything. And you sound silly. That's like saying, I got black friends, or I don't see color, shit like that. You're very dismissive of the man and his gripes, and they're very legit. They're very legit. If people would have taken the time to hear him address his concerns and try, and because yeah, we do videos on everything, right? And I don't see any reactionary videos or repostings or nothing like that that are saying, why is he saying this? What is he? Listen to what he's saying and analyze it and try to find something and try to understand where it comes. Nobody's trying to understand where it's coming from. Everybody's mocking him, and that to me tells me that y'all know that this man is not just saying stuff out the side of his neck. You know he's not lying. And when you say, why you bring up race, why you bring up race, it is so annoying, video after video, to watch these commentators on these videos. They're like, there he go, bringing race into it again. Everything is about race. You can't sign a piece of paper, whether it's online or an actual piece of paper, without them asking you, what's your race? If everything isn't about race, then I guess we need to get rid of that question. We got people on the internet talking about ICE right now because of what? Race. This country was founded and built on what? Wars have been fought even since the Bible because of you being one what and there being another what. Stop doing that. We're adults, and we got more sense than that. Okay, it's even worse when our people get to acting and talking like that, especially if you're close to his shade. Although, because I would never lie. I would never sit up here and say I lived a life where I know for sure people were very cruel and unfair, specifically because I'm dark skinned. I just really can't say that I consciously noticed that, right? And I don't think that that is a common thing for dark skinned people if they're being honest. I really, really don't. However, we know that that is very, very real. We know that we are discriminated against because of who we are and because we have this color and because of who we are that is so much deeper than just our color. But we know that um, the darker skins have always been treated the worst. They have always been discriminated against the most. Now, if we want to go back down the history of sports, the history of um, boxing, and talk about shit like Jack Johnson, you know, movies that were made that were to mock Jack Johnson with, animals in them and shit. And y'all want to play this man like he talking out the side of his neck. You want to act like, oh, why he bringing up race and shit. I think it burns me even worse when I hear the white man say that shit more than when I hear brother say it. Because I know y'all messed up. Massa messed all of us up. Permanent damage that goes through bloodlines. We know this. I understand. So you get a I understand. But you evil motherfuckers. Y'all trying to play this man. You trying to mock this man. You want to ruin his legacy. You want him to retire being made a mockery of because you love doing that. It is in your bloodline. That is what you do with most black men that are successful. You want to ruin them. You want to take away their wealth and you want to ruin their legacy. You want it to where when somebody speaks of them in the future, they'll always talk about their sins. They'll always talk about their shame, right? When we talk about Sam Cooke, what do we talk about? We talk about Jack Johnson. What do we talk? We talk about Bill Cosby. What do we talk about? I can do this all day. They make sure that they do that. We talk about Prince and Michael. What do we talk about? When we talk about Prince, what do we talk about? Do we talk about his music first? No. No. People talk about the way he passed. People say he was on this, he was this, that. You had to find something. They had to create something. And we know you motherfuckers did it. You put it in The Simpsons before you even did it. You can't deny it. We know what you did to Sam Cooke. We know what you did to all of them. Because we who study history, and we who can see, and we saw, and we see. And it has not stopped. It don't stop, and it will never stop. If you think that these folks would ever give up everything that they have gained from their forefathers, putting in their work, you're crazy. If you think that they don't put in work so they can keep that and maintain it, yeah, even crazier. The fact that they won't even acknowledge truths should tell you everything you need to know. The fact that they won't even compensate our people in any way, shape, or form should tell you everything you need to know. Do you think that any of them would give up anything they've ever gained, give up their position, or do anything about the impartials on our people? About the foots that will always be on our necks? No, that will not. Because why? The ISIS papers, Francis Cress Welsing. That's the Bible you need to read. That'll tell you everything you need to know. It's never gonna change. It's never gonna stop. I don't care what they say. It's never gonna change. It's never gonna stop. Now, when we look at the history of these sports, we look at the history of the white man making his black slaves fight for their amusement, fight to the death. What was the name of that movie? The Django? When we saw a clear example of what actually did occur. They don't and will never care about you. Never. That's not just a movie. That is actual. That is actual. They never want a black man beating them at anything. This man running around here talking about he the king. He the baddest man in the world. They can't have that. They can't have that. Now, is this to say that Tyson Fury isn't a boxer? He isn't talented? He aight. Fat guy aight. Flabby dude aight. But see, when y'all talk about him, because, y'all know me, I be in the comment section, everything. Y'all talk about Fury, and, oh, he's a hero, and he's this, and he's great, and, oh, you respect him and all that. But, when you talk about Wilder, you want to talk about a lot of things that we also saw from Fury. Did we not? He won't shut up about his losses and his alleged wrongdoings. Well, if he felt like he was done wrong and he feel a way about his losses, then, why ever do they have a rematch? Why would one team play the other team when the team beat them so they can get their win over the team? Because that's how sports go. This is what boxers do, right? Especially when they're fighting for a title, a championship, a award, a belt, something like that, legacy, all that kind of stuff. They're going to feel a way about a loss. They're going to want to get a rematch. And if they felt like they were wrong, they got every right to say so. But we know since the beginning of time that the man has been against our man. We know this, and we know that he will not hesitate to even recruit your brothers to help him in that shit. This man's situation runs deep, but y'all want to try to act like he just talking out the side of his neck because something wrong with him. Something is wrong with him. Same thing wrong some of the same things that are wrong with a lot of other boxers from getting pounded in the head. I'm sure he got PTSD from being a black man, on this planet, around these humans, right? And the shit that he's gone through. And when this man screams about his injustices, his unfairnesses, him going through it because of his color and his skin complexion in his fucking profession, I am not going to dismiss that. For y'all to try to make a mockery of him and say that he just crying and whining and lying and shit, fuck all y'all. Because he's not. Why can't that man tell his truth and be telling the truth? How is it so improbable for that to be the actual truth? How? When this country, this world has a permanent history of being habitual line steppers, repeat offenders in just that. How? And then you're gonna tell me that he never cheated him. The fact that y'all dismissive of it is pretty damn telling. You're dismissive. There's no conversation on it. Well, there is a conversation on it. There is some conversation on it. For those of us who got sense enough to at least talk about it, look into it, and make a judgment from there instead of just saying, dude tripping, he lying, he this, he that. And then laughing because he pronounced some words and shit wrong. Like he supposed to talk straight. They had Ali shaking. Didn't Jay-Z put that in a song? Gave Ali the shakes. Why would Jay-Z say some shit like that? Is he suggesting that the white man fucked Ali up? But how, Sway? How? Do your homework. I want you to answer that question for yourself. How the fuck would the white man get him the shakes? How? That old uppity Negro, he the greatest. Defiant and always speaking up for his people. Not wanting to fight in wars and all that other shit. Being just too good at boxing. Beating up white men and shit. They don't like uppity Negroes. They like humble. Isn't that their favorite word? Isn't that what they were saying about Shakur Sanders? He got, just as long as he be humble, he gonna be all right now. He need to humble himself. They kept saying that. Everybody was saying, even black folks was saying that, because y'all good. Y'all, Master, he need to be humble. That's how you need to act. So Master let you in. So Master be proud of you. Master like you. Master don't like them uppity Negroes. Since when in the history of boxing have they ever liked to see you beat up on a man as if they can whoop our ass? Okay, I'm not a dude, so they can probably whoop my ass, but you can't beat our man ass. Not them bucks you was selling on the line, because who was your top dollar bucks? The darkest. Them the strongest Negroes, the black of the berry, baby. We all know this. Them the ones that you know you cannot naturally whoop that ass. Didn't Tyson somewhat admit that he takes some shit? Listen, all I got to do is look at the dude, first of all, and I know he did. Then you look at his story and shit. He wouldn't even felt confident enough to get his ass back in the ring if he wasn't taking nothing. He can be big. He can have, you know, some boxing advantages because he has, you know, he actually, you know, boxes with a combination of things like strategy and, you know, maybe some stamina. You know, he has a little bit of a hit, but you know, Wilder say he really don't hit that hard, so he call him pillow hands. So I'm gonna take his word for it. But he ain't whooping that brother naturally. Y'all cannot compare to our men naturally. You can't. You can't. That's why you hate them. You want to keep them in check. You want to keep them humble. You want to keep them in line. And you want to make yourself look better than them, stronger than them, and smarter than them, and all that by all the things that you do, all the shit that you do and have done since the beginning. Right? And that you know you have to keep doing so that you can remain dominant and shit. But what it looked like ain't what it is. Because what you can't take from us is what we naturally have. And that's why you envy so much. Hate, loathe, yet envy so fucking much. And your boy had to cheat. And y'all want to act like do crazy and shit. Y'all do all operas like they crazy. Yeah, wacko jacko and shit. Weird, different, but what are the traumas? What are the reasons? Why are they acting like this? Why are they talking like this? Why is he saying this? Because there might be some truth to it. He might not be the best and the quickest thinker. I mean, we've all seen the, I guess you could say, mental decline of Wilder over the years, which is expected. He gets banged in the head for a living. So we can expect that. But, you know, hopefully he got a pretty good team behind him. But it's plenty of people online who can see for themselves this motherfucker cheated. Even the sparring guy came out and talked about how they cheat in sparring for him. Because y'all got to cheat at life. You can't naturally beat our brothers. Okay? You can't naturally whoop our asses. Because that's just not naturally it. You have to do all the things you do to suppress us, to fuck us up, to mess us up in every way possible. That's the only way. If not, we would have been threw you out on your asses with our pinkies. Easily. Easily. You can look at a brother naturally and look at a white man naturally. And you know those are two different kind of beasts. Yeah. But y'all didn't want him to be the champ. Y'all could heavyweight too. No, you can stand that just like you can stand Jack Johnson. Especially since he was getting them white girls. Whew. Was it King Kong? Still everything. You steal inventions, patents, every damn thing. How many things did Jack Johnson invent? He had his money, he had his girl, he had his laws, he had, his cars. He was taking these women, and they was going with him. What is the trafficking? Didn't we get the trafficking? What is the name of that? Because it started because of Jack Johnson. Y'all made that law because you wanted to get him, because when he take the white women who wanted to go with him over states, you want to put him in jail over and over and over again. Y'all just didn't want Wilder to be on top. Should he have, developed himself better as a boxer? Hell yeah, but then he would have got him a body, because the man said he wanted a body, and I felt that. That's one of the main things that made me like him so much, because he that type of dude. When that dude say he wanted a body, I believed him. I believed him. I believed him. I wish he may not have expressed that so much, because it just scared people, right? Doesn't it scare people? Y'all didn't like when he knocked Fury out, and then the way he described with Joy how that happened, and what he saw. That bothers you so much, right? I know. I know. I know. But he said he gonna put his shit together, and it sounds like he ain't even got started. It's gonna take a while. But that's okay, because there's plenty of people online who got eyes and they can see. And they've been showing and telling about this situation. But everybody wants to dismiss him and laugh. It's so easy to find something. It's just y'all weird. Y'all are weird. Oh, the way he say documentary. Okay, everybody can't say everything the way that the white man said we supposed to say it. Bitch, we didn't talk like that naturally anyway. So maybe his ancestors want him to use another word, and he's in limbo, he's in struggle. Maybe he got pounded in the head so damn much. Or maybe he just, he wasn't the best at big words. Maybe he wasn't the best reader. Maybe he just, fuck y'all. How about that? Maybe just fuck y'all. Because, okay, cool. Your children, it's funny. He said a word funny. He didn't say it the way you was taught to say it. Okay, you know what the fuck he meant? How far does the joke stretch? Because to me, when it's all jokes and ain't nobody really trying to address the issue yet, everybody's saying, he like, well, it's some people that get in conversation and be like, yeah, that shit, you can see that shit. It's proof and everything. Oh, this is what really, really kills me, when y'all really be trying to come for dude when he say that he has proof. Y'all, bitch, you trying to say he don't have proof? How can he not have proof when other people have proof? Because the proof exists. Make that make sense. Y'all just didn't want his legacy to be what it was. You didn't want it to be that he would whoop your boy's ass. For sure. You don't want him to be on top. You don't want none of our brothers to be on top. Even fake ass Obama didn't. I see something online about uh, President Trump, who is not a brother, um, supposed to have reposted some racial meme about Obama and Michelle, although they're not favorites of mine. That's not the point. Then he post that shit, take it down, and then be like, motherfucker, apologize? My name ain't Marty Marr. Motherfucker, don't apologize, right? And it's cool. It's cool because y'all make them kind of jokes about them too, right? It's cool because that's just what the fuck y'all do. Show who you are. Because what is even Obama saying about Trump for him to be throwing all this uh, often and occasional shade towards him like that? And why would there be I can't say racial undertones because that was clear, wasn't it? Why is that? They don't like, first of all, they don't like us. Like Michael Jackson said, they don't care about us. And they sure don't like you being next to them, higher than them. Fuck all that. That's never. And if you get there, they're going to try to find a way to break that shit down. They're going to take your money. They're going to take your legacy. They want to be the only ones with empires and legacies. Intact families, generations after generations and shit, wealth passed down, and all that shit is they never will see that being appropriate for us, cause they want it. It's not that they don't think we deserve it, cause fuck what they think, what they think, cause they know we are. We just built better, baby. We made better. You do too much. You gotta do too much. So it can be said because it's true. Because it's fucking true. And we know it's true. When so many people can be so dismissive about this man telling his truth. Like there's no room for consideration even. Please. Y'all playing. But I am gonna get into it. Okay, I'm finna go do something else. But I'm gonna get into it because y'all tripping. Thank you, Juki, for liking the stream. Thank you, Tony Montana. And shout out to the trolls. The trolls, they just love me. Okay? The trolls always show up. And, some of them could be my color. But I think they're whites. I think most of the trolls that troll my page, I think there's whites. Yeah, especially because they use racial trolling. They like the one, and I just delete it. The N word. Bitch. I don't give a fuck about that. It don't. Listen, This is me. This is me. Your words. That shit can't hurt me. I can't be there about somebody's words. Maybe there was a time, where somebody I loved, like if it was my child or say it was my husband or something like that, could hurt me with words. But I ain't like that no more. This world will make you hard. It'll make you hard. So it's nothing nobody can say to me. But I've never been a type of woman. You know how a woman, you call her a cunt or a bitch and it's over with? I've been called, I don't think I've ever been called a cunt before. Not to my face. That's usually what the whites say. But I've been called a bitch before. Yeah, plenty of times. I mean, I don't know what that means because I don't give a fuck. You know, someone speaking to you disrespectfully is someone speaking to you disrespectfully, but am I gonna have a pissy fit because you call me a no? Bitch, no. No, you're the one bothered. You're the one who has the issue. You're the one hurting. You're the one feeling away. That's why you want to try to make yourself feel better by coming in my stream and calling me a nigga. Bitch, if if you don't like me, okay, because I'm cute, you don't like my beautiful chocolate skin, right? Or you don't like something that I'm saying, motherfucker, keep it moving. Keep it moving. But the fact that you, first of all, you came, you saw, and you stayed, oh, bitch, you impressed. You were impressed. And you're hating. First of all, you're hating. It's okay. It's genetics, boo boo. It's genetics. And if you're feeling away, imagine how your ass would feel if your people never would have fucked with my people and just let them be. Huh? Imagine if your people would have let my people be great. Imagine. Imagine if you wouldn't have done all the shit that you done and keep on doing all the shit that you doing to keep trying to keep us down, right? Just keep us at a disadvantage, right? Because that's the only way your ass can even barely survive, breathe air. Yeah, it's true. ISIS papers, baby. Y'all need to check that shit out if you haven't. I might just start doing a book reading and reading Francis Cresswell sings the ISIS papers. Cause y'all, I don't know why what y'all be acting like. You can't tell me nothing. Okay? Can't tell me nothing. Sis is well read. Okay? Well fucking read. And you mad about some shit that don't got nothing, it don't have nothing to do with me. You try to make it about me, but it don't have nothing to do with me. That's on you. And that's why you gotta stop by, even though you know your comments and your views actually are helping, you still gotta stop by every time I go live. Y'all don't miss. You've been doing this for years since I've been on YouTube. And I came in peace. You know what I'm saying? I came in peace. I came being me. I came wanting to, just talk about the shit that I'm into. You know, being a good old natural country girl with all these talents and shit. And liking to grow food, grow herbs, liking to cook, liking to prep, liking to train, liking to sew, knit, crochet, macrame, all that shit. And talk about things that are good for you, things that are healthy for you. Talk about things, history that we need to know right and we need to make sure that we keep right here. And platforms hate that shit. Right? And even though I work with brands, I have brand deals, but they hate it too. And that's why they will come in droves, right? Because you know how this system works. You know how this system works. I don't even really got to get into it. I will say this though, because DJ Academics has this post that was shared on TikTok yesterday. And first of all, middle finger to that dude, right? The DJ that don't spin. He called himself trying to expose something. He ain't exposing nothing. He just playing his role. So his role in this situation is being one of them. And they gotta tell you some truths, right? And so he just telling you some truths so you'll know and you'll see and you're plain in your face. Right? Because for some reason a lot of people don't know, especially if you're not a content creator. But all influencers know this shit. They know that if you work for them, okay, if you partner with them, if you talk about their product or whatever, boost their product, or just say what they want. Because, baby, you think they don't tell you what to say? Why do you think I get trolls so much? I'd be like thinking about Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson. I'd be like, say what I want. Fuck all that. You can't script me. But, they want to recruit you on different levels, right? And that make you theirs, and it controls what you talk about. And what Masi Aries, she is a fitness influencer. She just recently on her Instagram came out and did that. She said, when you are a celebrity or an influencer, something like that, they want to control what you say. They tell you, don't speak on this topic, don't talk on that topic. And then I think her subject she wanted to rant about was ice and stuff, and she got into it. She said her stuff, right? um but academics was saying how, a brand pitched him. And see, this don't tell you, academics is playing like he trying to be an ally by telling you all this, but it's nothing that it's not common knowledge. And it's business, is how business work, and it's how influence works. Just like when you watch commercials on TV, just like when they have newspaper ads, right? Now it's all online, even more so than TV, right? It's online. So they use what? They use people just like they use them in commercials, just like they use celebrities and artists and stuff to do exactly what academics is doing. Play like they them, but they still your friend. And I'ma let you know that this brand approached me. This is what he say, right? He said this brand approached him and they wanted him to. Oh no, I think he said it was TikTok. I just listened to it. I didn't really watch it. But he was saying like TikTok, I believe, want him to just be on the platform more, and just from his presence and posting his content, they're gonna give him a boost for a while. They're gonna give him a significant boost to where he can be seen and heard and viewed, and they'll even do more than that, right? And sometimes even pay you on top of that. But at minimum, he wants to make sure that y'all know that if he do what they say, then they're going to boost him so that he can be seen, he can get the views, he can get all the clicks and shit that makes both money, right? Bitch, you ain't revealing nothing. Most brands do that, especially big brands. Most platforms do that if you playing along just right. We know that. Come on, y'all, think. This is how the algorithm works. This is how platforms work. This is how TikTok works. This is how YouTube works in general. If you saying what you stand online, you stand in line, and your shit is to their liking, then they gonna let you be seen more. They gonna like give Missy a little boost. She been a good little girl this week. Um, but if you start talking about too much about a subject, you start, you kind of maybe you violated something here or there, and then they're gonna take your ass right on back down. You can get shadow banned, all that. But if you do everything, when they nudge you, they get in your if you're a partner, say you're a creator, say you're monetized, layman's term, you're monetized on YouTube, they hit you up all the time and they say, hey, brands, this, that, post this, talk about this, do that. TikTok is real bad for that shit. TikTok can tell you exactly what the fuck to do every day, all goddamn day. And I just ignore that shit. I be like, fuck up. This, you ain't paying nobody anyway. So if you're saying, oh, 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 YouTube? Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. You take it, you do it. Oh, you're gonna be their favorite pet. They're gonna boost your ass all day. So it's just all of them. All platforms run like that off script. Facebook, all of them run like that. But you're partnering with brands. They got the power. They got the juice. That Drake, Kendrick, they boosting him. They boosting them. They do all. Every avenue does this. Every avenue does this. But sometimes, as a creator, a brand will tell you. Most of the time, they do it and they don't tell you. Sometimes they don't do it at all. Maybe it carries the weight itself, or maybe their partnership with that platform is part of that package anyway. So whomever signs on with the brand and is boosting the brand, then the platform is going to boost that person throughout that time or boost those specific posts because of their partnership. So either way, it's bound to happen. But sometimes they will pitch it to you as part of a deal. They have different criterias for how they make that decision. It could be whether you're slow and you don't know, like you're new to this or whatever, and they know that you're gonna be like, I ain't been getting no views, no likes, no. You gonna boost me? Well, hell yeah, it's worth it. When otherwise you probably wouldn't really consider it, or you probably be like, or whatever. And they be like, oh, we're gonna get you, blah blah blah. We're gonna boost your views, boost your content for 30 days, 90 days, whatever, whatever. However they pitch, whatever they letting you know, they gonna boost you if you link up, right? And you're it makes it more appetizing to you, right? Sometimes they just put it in there because they know that it's generally a smiled upon perk. But for the most part, the etiquette is really to just not even say it because it's already understood that that's likely gonna happen because all everybody encourages that. This country is a business, and everything is about freaking money and business. Everything. It just shit is run by corporations. So academics is not telling you nothing that first of all you should already know. Even if you're not a creator or influencer, just because you know life and you know the country you live in, first of all, but because you know life, you know that this is how these platforms and algorithms work anyway. You're gonna get boosted if you're in good standing. You're gonna get boosted if you're doing things they want you to do and saying things they want you to do. And yes, they literally, why you think you go on TikTok, for instance? Everybody's talking about the same Everybody's talking about the same thing. Always. Same shit. Everybody's selling what? Same shit every single freaking time. Because they're offering incentives for that. Even if it is, you're going to get boosted just for playing along. First of all, everybody got to eat, B. Everybody got bills, everybody got to eat. So for whatever your reason is for being on there, it's not so you don't get seen. So 9 times out of 10, people are going to play along. So you're all a part of it, whether you want to or not. Academics ain't did shit, but really get him looked at sideways for even trying to look like he calling him out. Then he gonna say, I turned down the offer and shit. Okay, he get a billion offers a day and he partners up with probably half or over half of them. So what is he saying at the end of the day? Not shit. He got more partnerships than probably anybody. So what the hell? He take the perks, all that shit. If he not talking about something they want him to talk about, they got teams that just study your ass. They find out every freaking thing about you. Right? They even clock your mood and everything because they all in your eyeballs. They all in every second, every minute of what you got going on, your thoughts, your deepest, everything. They know all of that, so they know how to get to you from all around, and you don't even be knowing it. Just for that, one company can target you, and whatever they want out of you, they can use chess pieces from all around you that you don't even know that that's where those moves are coming from, so that they can get the results that they want. It's been this way, and it's gonna always be this way. Academics is playing y'all by even coming out with that damn video. He's playing y'all, and he's probably also putting in work too. That could be an assignment because again, that's part of the character that they have to play as well. Okay, sometimes they get assignments to where they gotta seem like they're advocating for regular people. They gotta seem like they on your team. They gotta seem like they're against something. It ain't against shit, bro, cause you all up in it. How you think this dude got anything that he has down to the penny? Come on. So whatever. But greetings to everybody who is in the chat, more into fiction or nonfiction. Greetings, Justin. I don't know how long ago you posted that comment. Oh, thank you, NFR. I like nice comments. I mean, you can disagree. Listen, I'm the type of, you can definitely disagree with something I'm saying. I welcome that, but just the trolls that. So I don't want y'all to think I'm just fishing for nice um, comments, because I mean everybody likes for nice things to be said to them, but it's not gonna make or break my day. Um, if you come in here and you disagree with what I have to say, I kind of I like that, but it's when the trolls come in and they try to trigger me, like they want to say the worst thing, they want to say the things they should not be saying. You know, they want to go there. They're always like they try to be disrespectful and gross, and and none of that triggers me. You would think they would stop and just be my friend, because why don't you be my friend? You here anyway. And if you want to stay, you want and get. This is what I don't get. This is the thing that I think is so dumb, and then I'll get ready to go to the store real quick. So, trolls. Listen, let's just chitty chat real quick, okay? Um, You're here because what? Somebody sent you, right? Because I've been talked about this years and years ago before people even realized that this is going to be a thing. That you can be a chat agent, you can be a chatty patty, you can be a troll, you can be a bot and get paid for it, right? You come in online, you pretend to be a personality. It's just like an acting gig. And you have influence. That's how they influence everything, elections, just everything, right? They influence the people in the minds, and it influence how you act. They put people in your real life. They fuck with your business, everything you got going on. They will do whatever it takes, right? So most of the time, people who be chatting it up online, they don't be real. They don't be real. But you're not just here because poof pow, the air created you and said, go mess with soul. Go see if you can trigger soul. No, the air is not doing that, and it wasn't God, right? And we don't think so. So somebody had to have a purpose for you to do that. Somebody had to say, I need you to do that, because there's a reason for everything, right? So somebody either programmed you or hired you to send your dumb ass over here. Cool, do your thing, do your job. My thing is, I'm it's probably something I'm missing, because you want to trigger me in an angry way. That's what I think. You want me to get angry because your comments. You ain't figured out by now that that's not gonna happen. I mean, I might get a little sassy with you and stuff like that. It's fun to me because I could just ignore you. I could just let you rock out, or I could just ignore you and block you. Sometimes I do that. So the fact that I address you in any kind of way, that shit don't make me angry. You just add into content, which I don't need it, and it does take it off subject. So maybe I should stop let you doing that. But I don't know. I kind of have fun addressing the trolls because I get more trolls than supporters. If I had more supporters than trolls, I wouldn't even be. I wouldn't even address y'all as the trolls. Y'all have to start being my friend. You have to be my fake friend, because I would not address you. So if y'all are cool with me, baby, become a supporter. Let's outnumber their ass so they can get ignored completely. And then they just be like, oh shit, wait, there's nothing we can do here. So let's keep attacking her in real life, because this ain't working. Oh, and sidebar. None of them are making anything. Trust me, this is all unpaid. Oh, that's even worse. That's kind of scary. I'm gonna choose not to believe you, but I respect your opinion. Respectfully, because there my brain doesn't even want to go there. Like for nothing. Like no, everything has a okay. Oh, whoa. You let me take that back. I apologize. I partially believe you. I do believe that some of them motherfuckers know me in real life. Like from somewhere. They met me. Or saw me. Cause look, person, hello, you see me. I don't see you. I see words in the chat. I don't know who none of y'all are. You could live in my neighborhood. Hell, you could be the person that works at the store. You can be somebody who's at someplace I frequent all the time. You could be a person that smiles in my face saying, hey girl, you look so cute. You know what I mean? And then you come in here and be like, no, girl, you know, that type of thing. It can happen. So yeah, some of it can be unpaid labor. I know for a fact that some of y'all are people that I know in real life. I know for a fact, and I definitely can tell you more a lot of the time. What's up, Brookwest? I know that for a fact. Telling you, some people have a lot of time on their hands. They just go, how do they live? Because we need to talk to them. I need them to come up and do an interview, baby. How do you live? Because first of all, you got to pay for that internet. You got to pay for that device you're using. You got to pay them bills. If you got time on your hands like that, how do you live? And while we speaking, y'all, right there, Cash App is posted. Check my description. Check the pinned comment after this video post. You can go to recent videos. Information is all there. There's other ways to donate. I need your money. Okay? Just like other content creators be like, hit the Cash App, donate, blah, blah. Baby, same thing. Fuck, I need your money. Real bad. Real fucking bad. So I don't understand how you can come on here and do it for free. Someone do my broke and doing this. Okay, now got somebody else taking care of your bills. Outside of marriage, those thoughts never really. But at the end of the day, if the life is that sweet, as stressful as life is, and just at some point you get tired. And I'm 50 this year, so I'm past tired. I just are they offering mentorship? Because if they got somebody taking care of their bills, teach me how to be a sugar baby. Because I need to do that. Let's see what we got. Okay. I'm going to let you rock out with that comment. Broquez, just don't get too deeper than that. Like, don't, because some of y'all do that. I'm going to show your comment. I'm going to let you rock out because you getting targeted because of where you going. And you know why YouTube is targeting you? They do it for the love of the game. That shit crazy. But because they come in here and they start saying sexual type things, and I'm trying to make sure the store don't close on me. I'm finna go, y'all. It's not that far, but at the end of the day, yeah, they start saying all kind of stuff, and I'm like, this ain't OnlyFans. If you want to go over the OnlyFans, shit, I need money. You listen, trolls, check this out. It's serious conversation, and I know they're not really here right now. I don't know what y'all doing, but you cheating on me? Because y'all should be here. This is where you show up at. Now, if y'all want to discuss OnlyFans, I have considered it. Will I be naked? Fuck no. We'll worry about all the rest of that when we get there. There's never any lack of what I can give. Okay, she's not that. Okay. So we can take it to OnlyFans, and you can make all those comments over there, cause you'll be paying your ass off to do that. Okay, shit. 20 plus years ago, I wasn't that long. Femdom is FINDOMME. Femdom. Kind of liked it. You know, financial dominatrix. Online shit, BDSM, and you know, it was nice. Okay, but it kind of went like, I talk shit to you and you pay me. So you don't get away with all that. So that's probably not kind of what y'all want. But we can work out the specifics. Okay, you could say nigga all day if you want to. I don't care about you calling me no nigga. Whatever you mean by that, I don't care. People will smile in your face, and in the back of their head, they thinking the worst shit about you. I don't give. Who is you? Huh? Who is you? So nah, you won't get banned, but when they see you get it, it's similar type behavior. So when they see you start going in a direction, then they're starting to hide your comments, because this is what trolls do. They'll come in here and they might say something that's kind of safe, but you can tell it's skating. Like, say your comment, you said with the juicy organic lips, that comment, that would be, they would kind of be like that, and then they would just go to 10, and you know what the main thing they like to do. So I'm thinking maybe it's the same person, or maybe it's the same inbred tribe, I don't know, but they like to come in here and be like, oh, keep talking, I'm rubbing it out right now, some shit like that. And I'm like, what are you, like, it just, if I see that, I'm like, this is silly. Or I'm thinking probably you're just a loser and you don't have real girlfriends. Like, you don't have a woman, you don't have a wife, you get no coochie whatsoever. Like, girls don't kiss you, they don't like you, they don't tell you you're handsome, you're so strong, they don't say I love you, and they don't let you put your thing inside of them. So you just come over here and be corny and shit. Like, I can't think of anything else that makes sense, why we would be doing that in real life. So no, I'm talking about OnlyFans, because the way they talk, it's like that content belongs on OnlyFans. And if the trolls, I'm gonna start the OnlyFans. I already considered this before. I'm gonna start it. Okay, tomorrow. If I don't hit the road tomorrow, work harder, Lord. I need you to work harder. But if I don't hit the road tomorrow, I'm gonna get that OnlyFans, because I think I did start it, like, but it's just an account that's sitting there, like, I didn't do anything. I don't even know how it works yet, but I can get that going, and then I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna tell you how to find. It's probably gonna be Soul Search. Okay, search the soul, baby, with the 4 1s and the 0, and come over there, and then you pay your money, baby, and then you can come in the chat all day long, and you can say all that dumb shit. It don't bother me here. It's not gonna bother me there. Except for here, I'm just gonna block you. So then what? You gotta wait till the next time, or you hop on your other account. But either way, you're gonna have to make another account, because I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you. Now, if you go to OnlyFans, you can pop that shit all day. It does something for you. It don't do nothing to me. Cause when I see your comment, you know what I think? Engagement. Good or bad, you're engaging. Hello. It's not popping in here. Engagement. So you're helping. Let me get my shoes. Cause what? Ooh, I'm sore. My booty is sore from my workout, and I still need to do a workout though. Hold on, let me see what he say.
Worse. I hope that still ain't dead. It gets worse. I hope man, like, one time the dude told, one time the son said, "You ain't my dad." It gets worse.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna get into that part. He talked Deontay is. Y'all hit the donation link though, trolls. Y'all disrespectful. See, that's why you need to come on OnlyFans. I'm set that OnlyFans up. Y'all gonna pay. You gonna pay to troll me. Y'all should be donating. I said I need your money. I need your help. Y'all need to donate. You get some. I show up. You be happy when I show up. Pay me. Shit. Y'all so rude. You don't even give $1. Even, especially my regulars. Wait till I see you guys again. If you're hanging in the clouds, which you probably are. This is another thing too. Let me say this, because I'm just on one tonight. So let me pop my shit, because fuck y'all. And I say that with a smile, because at the end of the day, baby, God gonna do what God gonna do. Okay? But y'all will follow. Y'all have a lot of y'all who watch and don't comment, you don't like. But this the shit. And I've been noticed this years ago. You think I'm just, no, I'm not. I just don't say anything because that's you. That's you. Um, but y'all will watch me, follow me for years. And when I come on here, when I go live or when I post a video, you will come and watch my shit. You would not hit that like button. And I know I'm not the only one this happens to, so it's not that I know I'm special, but um, but you won't hit the like, you won't comment, you never donate, you never fucking donate. Um, some of you will come and occasionally chat in the box. You will and act like you're really cool with me. But if I post and say I need help, like I did twice, only 2 times in the whole history of me being online, I did that. When my father passed and now, right? And I say, I need your donations. I need financial help. Where they at? Where they at? They do they y'all did this when my father passed. And I put up a GoFundMe. You got quiet, you fell back, you got further into the clouds, and you waited for it to die down, and then you brought your ass back. And you don't gonna sit up here and think I didn't notice that. Come on, how could I not? Who wouldn't notice that? And you know why I know you don't fuck with me like that? Bitch, you didn't even, what's the minimum, $1 a platform would take? You ain't even put $1 in the Cash App. And I'm still nice to you. Because again, that's a you issue, but I'm just telling you this time, motherfucker. Because because I don't even do this. I don't even ask nobody for nothing. I will tell you the standard, hit the like and all that. And that's business. That's what I'm supposed to do. It took me a long time to even start doing that because I just come on here and be like, if they like, they like. If they hit the like, but no, I had to learn through some social media training that no, you literally have to keep telling people, and that's crazy. But I don't know. Probably because I'm built different. I support people online so much. Not with money because they ain't got none. But I will go in, I will hit that heart up, I will hit the like on all the videos I watch, even if I really kind of don't like or the dislike, because the engagement is what the platform cares about. I will, play people's stuff. I will share their stuff. I will recommend their stuff. I'll comment. I will boost in every free way that I can. Always been that way, but you know me, I don't get the likes, I don't get the shares and all that kind of stuff. Well, first of all, see how you coming in here trolling? See how you coming in here trolling? And I'm peace to you, Ladanza. I didn't see you at first, but I'm not gonna say your name, but see how you coming in here being slick? I just spoke on that. How y'all do that? You are like, I don't recognize what you're doing. You coming in here, you trying to act like you semi cool, but really you're trolling. Your first sentence says it all. Am I bald headed? Bitch, I am bald. What you got next? You think that's gonna hurt my feelings because you asking me am I bald? I've been in this body for 50 years. One thing you gonna understand about me, I'm comfortable with me. However that goes. I like me and I'm comfortable with me however that goes. And life be lifing, okay? Life will take you through up, down, around. I said this before. This is something I noticed about myself years back. Because first of all, if you don't know, I have chronic illnesses that I was born with and they just multiplied over the years, right? Because I've always cared for others. Not so much myself like I should because of that obligation and lack of even knowing what all I was dealing with. But I noticed that when I be having flare ups, when I be feeling the worst, when I have when I going through it so much where my body's kicking my butt, and I look in the mirror and I say something like, oh, my face is puffy, my eyes are puffy, or I got saggy bags, or whatever the symptoms may be because of what my body because of the struggles my body is having and my illnesses. That be when I would come on here and go live and do a video, not because I want to be seen like that. I don't know, for some reason that's just when I would do. But other times when I was pretty good, be like, ain't she cute? You know what I'm saying? I I wasn't doing videos, so I started to notice that. And honey, even I would notice it before I go live. I'd be like, you picked a fine time to want to do a video. What's making you want, whatever it was that was making me want to do a video? That's just me being comfortable with me, however I come, however I go. Because I came, I was born, and I'm gonna go, baby, regardless of what. And who is you? Like, what's your point? What would you want to know if I'm bald headed? Not right this second, because I like this wig. But I came on here bald headed and said, look, y'all, I shaved my head. First, I came on here when I cut my locks. First of all, I've had long hair my entire life. Okay, pictures to prove it. This is average length my entire life. Don't you think when you have illnesses and they take an effect and they just do what they do, they develop, you have to become, I don't want to say okay with it, but that's just what it is. So you have to learn how to progress with that. That's life. That's life. That's life. It took me a long time to decide to get the locks. Then I had them for like 10, 11 years. And they were pretty much this length too. And when I decided I wanted to cut them right before my father passed, like in his last year, I cut them. On Mother's Day, I cut them. Okay? And it didn't really bother me like that. I thought I would miss some more, but then it was just an occasional miss. I never, if you'd asked me 5, 10, 2 years ago, would I ever shave my head? Hell no. First of all, I was taught religious wise, women don't do that. You don't cut your hair, much less put clippers to it. Secondly, I've never been a short hair girl for myself. I've always loved long, flowy hair. I've always had that naturally. That was a blessing, okay? Whether, it was difficult or not, that was a blessing. Surprisingly, I like the way I look bald. Not that I'm gonna sport it. No, but if I'm around the house, I'm like, this girl, you cute, girl, this is cute. And I never would have seen that in a million years. I would have never seen me there. So, we grow, we progress, and we change. And we adapt, we do whatever. I love me. Okay, do I like the hands that life has dealt? Because life be having that chokehold? Fuck no. But you can put anybody in front of me. I don't care who it is. And say, would you trade with them? Would you want to be them? Not even for a day. Even though that means I could have the money. Oof. I could have an illness-free body. I can't imagine being in another person's body or having another person's face or their skin or nothing. I know this. I like this. I'm cool with this. I'm good with this. Inside and out, I'm good with it. I'm good with that. I always will be. Nobody outside of me can change that. Life's journey is what affects. You know what I'm saying? This is me and my creator. Everybody else is just part of the pieces on the, and like you're in my world. I don't like it here. I think people are weird. I wish things were different here, there, and everywhere else. Can't change it. But I wish I could because this is my world, right? I'm the one in this body. This is me. This is my soul, my consciousness, everything. You're an afterthought. Only flaw that I can see that I do consider flaw is things affect me too much that at the end of the day it's just part of this game. And I have to work on starting to look at shit like that more because that's the kind of shit that got me in my health and financial situation right now. Caring so much and just wanting I'm a take care I'm a care person. I take care of people. Care person, I take care of people. I don't like this, I don't like that. If I can help you, if I can do something, I do. Okay. I raised myself since I'm 12. I raised my siblings since I was 12. Then I had to take care of the mother and father that abandoned me to their resting bed. Okay? Full commitment, all by myself. Wouldn't pass it up, wouldn't change it, and feel blessed that I was, God somehow gave me enough strength, no matter how difficult it was, to even freaking do that. I would not even be able to function if I knew I couldn't have been there for my mother. I would not even be able to live with myself if I didn't see my father out there one day because of the shit that he been through. You know what I'm saying? Living on the streets. My father and snatch his ass up. And I was newly married at the time, and my ex-husband was down with the shit. 100%. It was everybody else where they shut your ass up, bitch. This is my father. 20 years until he passed last May. 20 years, and it has not been easy because my parents did. Baby. You know, but they were tampered with, right? Just like all of us. That wouldn't have been them if them white folks would have left us the fuck alone. I know with every fiber of my being, my father, baby, if them folks wouldn't have interfered, ooh wee, that would have been, he would have been, ooh. And my mother was the sweetest. Okay, I can't do the mom. I gotta go. I'll see y'all later because I can't talk about my mom. That's my kryptonite. Bye, y'all.